Hey everyone, it's Jack with the Cardboard Herald, and today we're doing a unboxing of Mystic Vale, Vale of Magic. It is the first expansion to Mystic Vale. If you haven't seen, we have a review on the website, www.cardboardherald.com, and I got this in the mail today in the hopes of doing a soon expansion for it. I greedily started opening it and then realized, why don't I do an unboxing video? I've never done one before, so let's try one. First off, I got all the film off, so we're good to go. Unprotected, unsleeved, and ready to get in the way of this here. The game itself is by the same designer, John D. Clare. Occasionally you'll see expansions that are made by someone else, and I'm always interested but also suspect of when that happens, especially so close to the base game coming out, which this is coming out in the same year as the base game. The first thing that I noticed is this fella up front. He looks a lot like the lady on the front of the base game, but the artwork somehow feels off. I don't know what it is. It's really beautiful nature designs, which is something that Mystic Vale has really done quite excellently, but his face is puffy. I don't know. It's not that elves can't have round faces. It's just something about it seems like the artwork was done all but his face, and then maybe in a John Travolta, Nicolas Cage type situation, he had a face off with someone from a different art style. It might be a little bit like when I draw, I have a tendency to do pretty good cartoons, except for the feet, and the feet look terrible, like 2 degrees worse of artwork than anything else. But that's the box itself. I like the size of this. It's a little bit bigger than the Eldritch Horror expansion boxes, I think. And the artwork overall is pretty good on the front. There's a cool little mushroom guy right here. I like the purple scheme on everything, and including the text on the back. That's pretty cool. For those of you who have been listening to the podcast, you would know that purple is my favorite board game color. So opening up to the contents inside, we have a rule book. The rule book is 8 pages. There's a little bit in here about the new advancements, and they are mostly explanations. There's some things on the new Vales as well. Nothing really particularly difficult looking in the rule book. I haven't read through it. I did notice that there's something called a Sporling Reclaimer. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. I like it already. I don't think there's going to be a lot of new mechanics in it, which is worrying because Mystic Vale really needed something to give it some and I don't think this is going to be it. I think it's going to be more bleh. But we'll see. I want to get a few games in before we get a review up, because that's responsible reviewing. The next thing I noticed, this is awful. Yes, it's a little bit destroyed and ripped here, but just in general, this is an awful design for an insert. I use boxes, again, for other things. I try not to leave them empty somewhere. But a nice insert makes it more flexibly used. You know, maybe you want to keep certain cards separate. The base game has a good insert, so I'll forgive that a little bit. As far as this, it is a cool enough box, and it's sturdy, nice structural integrity that I will probably reuse it. These work excellently for holding spices. I like to cook quite a bit, and our spice rack at home is in the cupboard as, what is it? It's Munchkin Cthulhu, which is about the most use I'm getting out of Munchkin at the moment. Munchkin is all right when you use it sometimes. So anyway, let's get to the contents here. 2 decks, or, well, they'll get separated a little bit more. First off, there's the Vale cards. My favorite thing about the game, beautiful artwork on the back of cards. It is gorgeous, and it's wasted. The Vales themselves have great artwork for landscapes, which is fitting given the setting. But something about the art style on the back of these is just so gorgeous. Our review on the site has a little bit more on that. Now, and some images, I believe, of the back of them. The Vales look cool. I haven't really read them, but you get a handful of each stack. Then there are some upgrades, which I haven't opened yet. And always keep a handy knife, which is good. Well, especially one not dealing with these plastic cards, because as one is wont to do, you will tear into these with your teeth and then feel sad when they're kind of lower quality cards that absorb every little bit of liquid that there possibly is in the world, and all of a sudden all of your beautiful cards have a little bit of spit in the corners and are getting all fudgy and everything. So use a knife or something else, a guitar pick, I don't know, whatever you want to use. Make sure that you're taking care of your cards. There's new cool, looks like this double helmet guy. Looks like overall pretty normal stuff here. Doesn't look like a whole lot of things with special powers, those were the most interesting, and where I thought there was the most growth potential is these banner powers on the cards. I'm not seeing a lot of that in here, though. As we go on towards the end, there are some crazy looking guys like this guy. He's got a lot of power going on there. 2 points, some money, some anti-spoil dealy-do thing, and then he's worth some points. Man, so good. And then, whoa, this Spoiling Reclaimer that we read about in the book. He's the cute little mushroom on the side. End of game, this card is worth 1 point for each, holy crap, for each little helmet thing in your deck. Oh, I guess this is reverse for you. Maybe you can go like that. Yeah. And then there's him. So for each one of these deals, you get an extra point, which could be considerable at the end of the game. Overall, it's more cards for Mystic Vale. This all looks like stuff that could be part of the base game. I don't know that this is going to fix any of the issues that we at the Cardboard Herald had with the game, but I can't wait to break it out. I actually do kind of like the game in a weird way. I don't love it, but it is fun seeing things come together. I just don't think it's a very good game right now, and I hope that the next expansion adds a little bit more, and not just player interactivity, but options. So that's it. That's our first unboxing. My name is Jack. I'm with the Cardboard Herald. You can check us out at www.cardboardherald.com or on Twitter at Cardboard Herald, or you can email us at cardboardherald@gmail.com. Thanks. Bye.